Psalm 121. I will lift up my eyes to the hills. From whence does my help come? My help comes from the Lord, who made heaven and earth. So you notice the title of this, it says a song of decrees. This psalm was meant as other psalms were meant for when folks traveled, and in particular when they traveled to Jerusalem. They were to recite it or possibly even sing it. Now we're going to lift up our eyes to the hills, actually to the mountains. I'm at the top of a 32-floor apartment complex in the city of Chiang Mai, Thailand. And we are lifting up our eyes to the hills. Now, some see that in terms of a positive, like saying, lift up your eyes and look at the mountains. God made them. He's that strong and mighty. And He can be your help in the midst of anything. Now, there are other commentators that will take that verse and say, I lift up my eyes to the hills. Oh my gosh. There could be wild beasts out there, like tigers. And tigers are indigenous to this area, not lions. Lions are not here in Thailand. Tigers. They are as equally fierce as lions, maybe even more fierce. I don't know. There could be tigers out there. There could be robbers out there. There could be serpents out there. There could be cliffs, and I will trip and fall and go down a cliff and get injured or die. Oh my! I lift up my eyes to the hills. From whence does my help come? So it doesn't matter if you see it positive or negative. The idea is in verse 2. My help cometh from the Lord. Now, Lord in capitals is the special holy name of God. It's called the Tetragrammaton, the 4 letters in Hebrew. It is His name, not His title. And sometimes it's transliterated as Yahweh. Sometimes it's transliterated as Jehovah. Anytime you see it, you're looking at God's personal name. So if you look to the hills and you realize God is the maker of the hills, He's your help. If you look to the hills and you say, oh my, there could be tigers out there, serpents, robbers, it doesn't matter. My help comes from the Lord. And what kind of help is He going to give you? Your foot is not going to be moved. You're not going to trip and fall. He will keep you. And He will not slumber. In other words, God doesn't sleep on the job. Behold, He that keepeth Israel neither slumbereth nor sleep. The Lord is your keeper. The Lord is the one who watches over you. The Lord is your sort of your personal handler who tries to handle the affairs of your life. If you let Him, He's the shade upon your right hand. Now over here in Thailand, there was one day when it felt like 109.4 Fahrenheit. The sun shall not smite you by day, and that can happen here, nor the moon by night. And oftentimes in ancient world, they thought that the moon had sort of smiting power to cause someone to go crazy. lunatic, luna moon, lunatic, somebody who's been affected by the moon. The Lord shall preserve thee from evil. He shall keep thy soul, preserve thy soul. The Lord shall preserve thy going out and thy coming in from this time forth and forevermore. In other words, if you're traveling, you need to hear this, that God is going with you. Now, of course, all of life is a journey. And this traveler's psalm, as it is sometimes called, can be for anyone on any day, even if they're not getting in their car and going on a trip, even if they're not getting on a jet and flying somewhere, even if they're not boarding a train or a bus. It doesn't matter. The Lord will preserve your going out and your coming in. How long? Right now, right this very moment as you're listening to this, and forevermore. Yes, all of this life, and yes, all of the life to come. Thank you for watching this video, and I would like for you to lift up your eyes to the hills around Chiang Mai, Thailand, and ask yourself the question, where does your help come from? Now let's all shout it. My help comes from the Lord, who made heaven and earth. Thank you for watching. End of video.